What's up, everyone? Nethervoid back with more Factorio for you. Episode 35. Sorry there's been so long between episodes. I'm just working on this other project, and I'm getting pretty far into this project. I think I put like 20 hours into it so far, so it's taking a long time. It's going to be really cool, though, and hopefully, well, I don't know when I can show it to you, because it's going to take way more hours. Anyway, this is our second episode on Gleba. Not a huge fan of this planet, to be really honest with you. It's complex, so if you like complicated, that's cool. I'm not sure I like the FOMO style of it, but it is what it is. We got to do it anyway. And it is something new to figure out. But one thing I did figure out that I want to do is I want to move the base. This is not a great location for this base. The reason I don't think it's a good location is that I found out we can really only harvest trees on these brighter areas of the color here. So like this pink right here is where you can get, I want to say, jelly fruits. And the green is where you get the Yakumo or Yamato or whatever they're called. And you kind of want them close together. You don't really want them really far apart, at least not at this stage of the game, or on Gleba, at least. And naturally, you can only grow them on these highlighted areas, right? So you can see there's a highlighted area, here's a highlighted area. So if I put a tree harvester down, I can only plant on those areas, unless I make some special soil, right, to, I guess, prep the area for jelly fruits. Well, I'm not really ready to do the soil part because it takes a lot of nutrients. Which leads right into the bottleneck early game is nutrients. That's really what it is. And so I really want all my stuff close together so the bots don't have a hard time moving the nutrients around. Basically, all these things right here run on nutrients. That's their fuel, right? I think they also need power, but I'm not positive on that. But these guys eat nutrients. You can't make anything without it. See, this guy doesn't have anything. He's waiting. He's got everything else. He just doesn't have any fuel. So really, we need a lot more nutrients. So first thing I'm going to do, though, is what is this guy lacking? Because we really need rounds. Looks like we really need iron, so let's go get a little bit more of that. And before we move, because we're going to have some attacks coming in, and I want to make sure that we're prepared for that. Again, you can't build walls on Gleba. Things just pop up in the middle of your base. So let's get all this, and then we can pop it in there. Start getting some iron going, some rounds, and then we're going to want guns. Where are the guns? Do I have them? Yeah, so let's start popping some of these guns down. The way I was doing it when I was just messing around trying to figure out this game, or this world. Oh, and here we go. We got an issue already. I was doing something like this, and then what I would do is just do that, and then request rounds. That seemed to be a pretty good way to do it. Eventually we'll have something a little bit more, meaningful. This is just really to get us by. So there we go, got some rounds in case they pop up again. Now, these guys are going to come out. There we go. That's fine. They blew up the tank. Well, that's not going to work. Let's just reload the game. I'm not going to, send a new tank and all that stuff. That's ridiculous. And we just loaded in, so. All right, let's move the tank over to where it's protected because we're going to need that to move the base. So let's do that really quickly. Cool. Again, I actually recorded a part of episode 35 already. And, well, I need to get the iron, right? I played a little bit of this already, and I kind of cut it because I really just didn't know what I was doing. And it was taking forever to figure it out. And I don't like to record stuff that much time when I don't know what I'm doing. I just don't think it makes good video. And so I just deleted it. I said, you know what? I'm just going to start over because this is not going to be entertaining. There we go. Okay, that's all set up. Let's get the guns down again. And almost immediately we're going to get an attack. And what we can do is once I have this set up, I can kind of set it up with just copy-paste. But let's get this going. Again, I only want like 10 rounds. I don't want too many because it takes a long... No, that's 100. It takes a long time to make rounds right now. So, again, 10 each is enough. Again, it's going to load it into the gun anyway, so there's already some storage. Let's copy that over there. Then I think what I'm going to do is copy this guy and just kind of put him out here. Now, the way I was doing this... Here, first let's do that, I guess. Let's make sure we have a connection here. That's a lot of overlap. Why is it overlapping? Why does it need to overlap so much? Yeah, it should be able to go all the way out to here, right? Oh, maybe it would connect, but it's trying to just go through that. All right, let's paste it here, and then we can do the same thing up here, right? We want guns all over in these spots. because we want to make sure that if they do pop up, we don't just get destroyed. Let's also put it up here. That'll protect our dudes up here. There we go. And now we can think about moving. So also what I want to do... Oh, good, it's on its way back. I want to make sure I get these solar panels. We're going to need those, and also probably the extra cliff explosives, because we're about to move and there's a lot of cliffs, and really would like to live off of solar panels for a little bit longer. Oh, that guy's not even close. Let's do a little bit of stuff before we care about that then. There we go. See, they just popped up. They died immediately. Much better. So we got tons of iron. Now I don't need to worry about that for a little while at least. We can let those guys kind of power up. Another thing I've noticed, oh yeah, that I didn't do that. So there we go. Now we can actually get some stone. That's good. Okay, so what are we going to do? First, let's drive and clear things out, and then we'll start moving stuff. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm just going to put my lasers on. I don't want to mess with rounds and stuff like that. Let's get... Oh, the rounds are already in the tank. Okay. Actually, it's about to be nighttime, so why don't we wait? Because I'm not going to be able to see anyway. And I'd like to blow up cliffs as I go. Cliffs are obviously, you know, kind of a problem still. So another thing it is, I kind of scoped out where I want to go. And again, let's get this while he's here. Let's get all that stuff. We won't need anything else. So we will put these down, the solar panels down while we're here. It does help. As you can see, we're already out of power. So let's just get these down, even though I'm going to move this whole thing. And it'll help us for at least for the transition. I'm going to move this whole power network. I'm going to move the whole thing. Again, I don't want to do that. It's just there's not really another way. So it is what it is. Why don't we do this? There we go, guys. Cool. The sun is back up. Let's just drive over there now. I need to clear out a space and kind of get it all set up. And then what we can do is start moving probably machines first and then our solar panels and stuff like that. So we're just going to go basically... stop. We're basically going to go over here. So why don't I clear these guys out as I go? They're just so annoying. You know, it'd be really nice if there was like an auto clearer that would just automatically clear cliffs. If you had cliff explosives, it just throws them at them. Because this is... I don't know. I think everything about cliffs is kind of annoying. So it would just... I know you can just select them once you get a big enough bot network, and they'll go out and clear them all out. All right, clearing that out. Moving on over here. We are going to encounter, I think, a couple bases, which is totally fine. It gives us a whole bunch of the pod things, the little eggs, which we're going to be using to create a lot more of those biochambers. Before I thought, oh man, eggs are really rare. Maybe I won't be able to get any more after I kill these bases off. But they're not very rare. Every time you kill a base, you get these pods. You get them. So another thing I noticed is they act a lot like the old science used to. There used to be an old science in the older part of Factorio, older version, where you would have to kill bases to get the science. That was pretty neat. I kind of liked it. So they kind of brought it back by you needing to go kill these bases on Gleba to get something that drops, right? So I think that's kind of cool. I missed that feature a little bit. Kind of give you a reason also to go out and kill bases and everything. Where now on Novice, there's really not much reason to kill base except that it's in your way. So I think we're getting really close to where I want to set up, at least for Jelly. I think it's kind of right there or a little bit north of here. And then the green area, you can see it right there, actually. We're starting to see it on the top left up there. We should see a base pretty soon as well. Again, let's just keep clearing, because I'm going to need all this space for like tree farms and stuff like that anyway. You can see, yeah, there it is. There's a bigger base too, toward the southeast, it looks like, or southwest. Oh, you know what I need to do? Let's make sure I have my guns in. Nope, not those. Need guns. There we go. Again, guns were not very useful on Volcanus, but here, very, very useful lasers, that is. So here we go. There's our first big guy. They try to run, but if you're pretty fast, you're good. See, this dropped like 20 of those things, or 10 or something. Plenty. Plenty. In fact, what I really want to do is we can make one biochamber right now. Let's make a bunch of those biochambers. I really need to move. Well, we probably won't move the power. I'll just probably drag it over there, although that's pretty far. That's not close at all. Also, look, there are no Yakima or whatever trees on this. That's a little bit disheartening. Would have been nice to walk over there and grab some of that stuff. There's tons of jelly. Um, yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. That's okay. So I'm gonna move the base. Let me just move the base. This is boring. I'll be back when it's done. There we go. We got production set up again for our metals. Why don't we get some... What do we don't need anything. I guess we could get nutrients going. Well, the spoilage never spoils, so that doesn't matter. I think what we do next is we set up our trees, right? The real issue with our trees is going to be, and what do we have? What are we missing? What are we lacking? Oh, we have to go pick that stuff up. Okay. Well, why don't they pick it up? It's in the network. Is it because there are no construction bots? Okay, now there are, right? 5 is fine for me. I don't need that many. Let's see if the dude is back yet. He's here. Let's make sure we get this stuff. Oh, actually, what I have to put down is the receiver, right? We don't have that set down. So let's just set him right there, I guess, and tell him. And then that way it'll dump it right where we're sitting and not at the starting point. So let's get that and that. And that's good for now. We don't need anything else. One thing I will say, why don't we request... let's request these. Let's request 100 of these. We'll always have more if we want them. And then we're also going to need accumulators. Did he bring accumulators? Probably not. I doubt it. Okay. And probably want to have some cliff explosives too. Let's get 80 cliff explosives as well. That way we'll always have a whole bunch. There we go. And we're going to also need to add on from this guy to tell him, hey, I need you to get accumulators. Because, you know, 50 should be good. Solar panels aren't any good unless you have... Well, you can use them without accumulators. It's just, what's the point? Okay, that's all set up. That's going well. Let's dump some of this other stuff off that I really don't need, like the seeds and all that stuff. I will need it soon. That is about to spoil. That's pretty sad. Let's get... Well, actually, yeah, that's fine. Okay, now let's go set up our trees. Again, the issue really is going to be for the trees. We need to protect them. So let's make sure that we set down to protection. And our first tree can go like right here-ish. This would be the Yakimo guides or whatever. And so when you're setting this up, you really want it to be on that dark green. See the dark green right there? That means I can plant there. So what we're going to want to do is make sure we're on a spot that has a lot of planting surface. If it's just one, that's going to be really sad. We're going to need a lot of soil. I don't see any better. Yeah, that's not good, man. That's not going to be enough to keep us going. Can't even set it down anyway. We can set it here. But there's only one spot that's good enough, huh? I thought there were more. I thought this light green was really good stuff. Wow, we're going to need some of that Yakimo stuff pretty quickly. The soil, so they can expand that. Let's just get let's get one of these guys going. Is that because there's stuff there? Okay. Why can't I put anything there? Okay, I can do it there. All right. Such a weird system. All right, let's make sure that we request seeds and that we're outputting the fruit stuff. Okay, it won't work there. We'll have to do it there. Literally is no other way. And again, we're going to have to use the network to kind of make sure this is working. We want the Yakimo dudes, right? We want 10. Although we're never going to have that many so far. But we do want 10. Okay, here we go. Now let's set it up to the logistics network. And maybe we do it there. Again, on this planet, you just build where you can, apparently, because it doesn't want to build in most places. Yeah, see, look at this. What is this? Do I need landfill or something? Well, let's just put one here, I guess. And then we'll extend this out. It's so odd. It's so odd, man. It is what it is. Okay, they're going to give that guy seeds. We really do need the Yakimo soil thing first. But now we're going to set up our jelly guy. And luckily, it can be close to where this is, right? See, he's only going to plant one spot. Watch. When I go over there and hover, he's only got the one spot, and he's got a tree on it. So it is what it is. It's going to come out very slowly, actually, which kind of sucks because those are what we're going to use to make nutrients. So for now, we'll have to use spoilage. All right, so for this guy, let's just harvest. Actually, I think the plant will, the dude will harvest it up for us. Let's see if we can get as much green as possible. And I don't want a lot of red. So see, I'd prefer it on that yellow. Yellow means you can turn it green. Is there any other? There's a couple of spots up there. Really, I think this is our best bet. The most green possible. We can make more of these too, so it's not that big of a deal. Aha, it's up here. There we go. Right there is actually where I want it. Right there. Okay, cool. Now I just need to run it power, which we can do from here. And get one of these dudes. Wherever I can put it. Nice. And then again, I need to dump it. So let's do that. And first, I need to clear this place out. It's possible. Need more landfill, looks like. Okay, cool. I can do that. All right. Okay, here we go. All right, that looks good. Now I just need to put down one of these guys, put them on the network. That's going to be pretty difficult since it looks like we have a problem with... Yeah, it needs landfill right here. I'm using up a lot of landfill. The problem also is that we don't have any more rock. We moved away from the rock. So I don't know how we're going to kind of make that work. All right, let's request seeds for this guy. We're going to want the Yakimo seeds. Those right there. I'm sorry, jelly seeds. There we go. Now our trees are nearby. Before they were really spread out when I was doing this, and it's too far. Too far from base, too. So, again, is this guy here? Because I'd like to get maybe more... no, he's not here. Yeah, I think we're good, actually. Okay. Next, what we need to do is find another stone deposit. Oh, there, it's way up there. That's really far. That's not great for us. The other stone deposit is all the way... Wow, there's a lot over there. The problem is over here, I couldn't find any good tree spots, really. Not close together, at least. So why don't we... I guess we're going to have to set it up here. That's fine. It's just a little bit north of what we're trying to do. Let's take the tank. Where is the tank? There it is. We probably shouldn't leave it unprotected like that. The reason we want to take this is you never know what you're going to find, buddy. All right, let's go up here, get some rock going. Again, we're just so many cliffs. So many cliffs. All right, let's set these drills up, and then we can just kind of put a box here, and we'll do the work like that. There we go. Set up a box. Great. We're going to need power lines. In fact, I'm just going to dump this right here because we already made sure there was no dudes, so I think we can run. It's totally fine, and hopefully nothing gets killed. Let's get this guy down. He looks good. And then we'll just do this. Did he do it? It looks like it. Does it got power? It does. Now I just need to connect it to the network, which is why I want more of... Yeah, they're not ready yet. Do I have 20 of these down here? I thought I requested those. They should be in here, right? Yeah, okay, let me go get those. There we go. Now it's on the network. Let's get in the tank again. When I drive the tank, I like to have all my fences ready to go because you never know what you're going to meet. We're going to have to clear that southern base out too, by the way. Southeast base. Or southwest base. I'm just not wanting to do it right this second. I don't want to drive over my trees. Is this guy... Yeah, he's planting some trees right there. I think the next thing we need to get set up is nutrients and stuff like that. And mashing and things like that. Let's just drive this back to our base. I think I just drove around the base. And we'll hide it inside because when they pop up, it'll be protected. All right, great. Now what we should do is let's get nutrients set up down here probably. We'll just get some rudimentary stuff going right now. I'd like to get actually the biochambers set up, but I think I want to do it on this side. We're going to need a little bit of space for the water, though, for some of these. So for this, I want to do mash to nutrients. That's what I really want to do. Okay, it doesn't need any water. That's great. And then I want to do, to get more mash, or I'm sorry, more spoilage, we can do this. Right, that produces jelly. And then down here, maybe we do jelly and stuff like that. Actually, yeah, I was going to do it over here. But this is pretty close, so I think it should be fine for those guys to go that far, at least for now. I might move these operations closer to the tree farming later. But let's get some of these going on. That doesn't seem right. It is right, though. Okay. So for this, we're going to want spoilage to... Yeah, we're going to want this process for now. We will use it some. It's also great trash for your spoilage. When you just have too much, it builds up. But what we're going to want is... In is that, and out is this guy. Let's just make one for now. I'm going to say, give me a bunch of spoilage. There we go. And now they're going to make a whole bunch of nutrients for us. So the next thing we're really going to want... What's going on with this guy? Oh, we're not making rounds. Let's make rounds over here. Let's start a different mart area. Actually, let's start it up here. We're going to need 2 of these, right? We're going to need this guy again. And we're going to need this guy. There we go. All right, I'm running out of iron. So until we get all that set up, let's just go get a little bit more. We're going to need it for rounds and stuff like that. So let me get some of this stuff here. And then it's not going to take that long to get us set up to automatically generate this stuff. It's pretty simple, actually. Let's just dump it into the storage place here. There we go. Let's dump all that stuff, too. We don't need a tree thing for now. But what I should generate is another one of these biochambers. But I think all the pods died. Yeah, that's fine. We have 5 anyway. Technically, we have 7, so I'm not really that concerned. All right, so now what we're going to want to do is set this guy up. And what I'm going to do, actually, is set up something over here that I can just copy really fast. Because I do this like 100,000 times. And it's just better if I have something set up. There we go. So let's copy that. Put it there and there. Sweet. Then I can set this to say, give me mash. We don't need a lot of it. Maybe give me just 20. 20 mash would be good. And then you're going to get nutrients. A lot, actually. So we're going to need nutrients for this to start, but we got some building up right here. We don't have any mash, though. Is that correct? We don't have any mash yet? Probably not. We need lots of nutrients to make more soil, so I really hope we can get some mash pretty soon. Oh, we got to make it. We got to crush it. We're going to need a lot of these, actually. It takes a lot of these guys to keep something going, so why don't we put those down here, actually? Yeah, okay. We're going to need 2 each, honestly. We can probably move this down some because he's kind of in the way. There we go. And then copy-paste these. There we go. We're going to get basically 2 of these mash guys going. We want to get this, and we want to duplicate it. And then we want us to get me some of these, like a bunch. It doesn't matter how many. 50 is fine. Do the same thing with jelly. We're going to smash out the jelly here. The jelly fruits. And we just have to say, give me some jelly fruits, and it will go. That does not require nutrients, so that's perfect. Let's get some lights. Can I make some lights in here? Not that many. I need more copper. We don't have much copper going on. Probably need to get some more of that, too. Let me go get... Where can I get copper? Well, I got some green areas. Let's go look for some copper over here real quick. There's some. There's a bunch, actually. Well, for copper, it's a bunch. There we go. Really need to get to making soil soon. That's really the force multiplier there. Why isn't it? Oh, I didn't tell it to request some nutrients as well. Like not 100, like 10. 10 nutrients is good. And we're going to do the same thing over here. Well, we haven't set this one up yet. But really what we want is... What do we want? Oh, jelly and nutrients. So let's request some jelly. Probably 50 jelly would be fine. And then 10 nutrients would be good. This will also get us some spoilage. So that's good to get us started. And since we have a lot of nutrients piling up now, we should be good. This was hard to do before. It was really hard to get this process started because I didn't know about the mash to nutrients recipe. But now that I have that, we should be good to go. Let's put another one of these guys in. Let's see what we're making next. Oh, you can make biochambers in here? That's pretty cool. I didn't know that. We probably should make iron bacteria, but we need bioflux. I don't really want to make bioflux yet. What I want to make is I want to make landfill, and then I want to make, and that's not really where I want to make it. Let's make it over here. And then I want to make the different kinds of soil. Let's do that. So we'll have these two kinds. And we really just need this first. Let's copy this again. There we go. Really need this guy first. So what do we need here? Lots of nutrients, a little bit of seeds. Like 1 seed will do it, I think. Let's just get like 2 of those seeds. We don't need that many. We need landfill, not a lot. Again, like maybe 5 would be good. And then we need nutrients, right? How much nutrients? I think it's 50. Yeah, see, it's 50 right there. So let's put 50 in here, I guess. It's a lot, but again, it won't be that much since we have mash. 50 is good. They're just going to sit in there, though, and just rot. Maybe we just put 10. It'll pull them out. There we go. Okay, let me go get 2 of those seeds, because it can't pull seeds out of it once it drops those seeds in there. We're going to have to go pick them up. It has no seeds. Do you have any seeds? Oh, you do. Okay. Let's grab like 5. Should do it. And then, oh, we're going to want this guy to, yeah, get rid of that spoilage. No one's picking it up. Weird. All right, so let's go work on getting that. We're also going to need this guy to give us some, let's get some rock in here. Doesn't really matter how much, honestly. 50 is fine. Let's also limit this to 100. There we go. Okay. This probably needs to be fast. There we go. Okay. And we need seeds here, right? Boom. And we need landfill. I have some landfill. Let's go. Cool, we're making some. That makes 10, if I recall correctly. There we go. 10 doesn't go very far. It's a lot like landfill. You need quite a bit of it to make it do anything. So let's go see if we can help this guy out a little bit. Yeah, see, there's all the spots we can do it. We probably need landfill right here, actually. Well, this is already used. But see, that needs some love. So let's just get it right here. And we barely had enough for 1 more tree. So we're going to keep expanding like that. And I think the mash process actually gets us more of these seeds. It doesn't come from growing them much. I think it's weird. You would think growing them would get you the seeds, right? No. Apparently, no. There you go. There's a bunch of those guys for you guys. Sorry about that. This is about to... Let's get rid of that stuff. It's about to go to waste. And we have more? Nope. Okay. So for what we're going to do here... Oh, they can just get the spoilage. That's fine. What's spoilage coming from? Nutrients, maybe? We need more landfill, that's for sure. Yeah, there we go. Getting more rock in here. It takes 50 rock to make 1 landfill, so... Alright, so do we have enough landfill? We only have 1. That is not even close to enough. You know what I should do? I should move this up to the area where they have rock. Alright, now they can go get landfill, like a lot of it, instead of just waiting a little bit. Just taking so long. We don't care about that. And we'll also have some stone built up for when we actually just need stone. Okay, that's much better. Now we're getting rounds, because we got some copper. Good. Now we're more protected than we were. That's what I really wanted. Alright, we got some of this stuff. Let's get it. Spoilage, too. I don't know why they're not doing something with that. Go use it. Go do something with it. Is this guy... Is it piling up over here? Not really. What we could do is copy this and do it again. There we go. Okay. Alright, we have some more of this landfill. Not a lot. Let's go try to make some more. We got to keep expanding and expanding and expanding. That's literally all we're going to be doing right now. There we go. That should... There we go. Now he's going to plant another one. Great. Cool. We're just going to keep doing that. Because, again, we need that because that's creating our nutrients. And nutrients is the most thing that's needed in this game. Looks like we need to speed this up, though. Maybe even this. There we go. This process is going kind of slowly. So, next thing I'm going to do is let's make... I really want to put this in a different spot. Now, the bio stuff we're going to need water for. And I think what we do is extend this guy and put it over here. Yeah, it'll be closer to the nutrients, all that stuff. We can just put it right here. Let's just extend this guy out, actually, like that. Maybe get this set up here. There we go. Nice. for some protection. Because we're going to make iron, right? We're going to recycle the bacteria, but we need bioflux for that. And I kind of wanted to use these guys for like bioflux and everything. So why don't we do that? Let's set this up to iron. And let's get these guys as usual. There we go. We're going to run out of those boxes eventually. We'll just have to make some, I guess. So let's request bacteria. We don't need that many, maybe 10. Is 10 good? I can't remember. Give me 10 bacteria. And then it should start making a whole bunch of... Oh, I need bioflux. Okay, let's make bioflux now. Now for that... Again, let's copy these guys. We're gonna need first, we're gonna need nutrients. Let's put 10 in here, we don't need that many. Then we're gonna need mash and jelly. So jelly, let's say 50 jelly. We don't want tons in here, it'll rot. 10, let's do 50, I guess. Well, it's gonna rot. We only need 10, man. We don't need that much, especially the mash. We don't have that much mash, man. So let's do that. There we go. There, and we only need like that much bioflux. We don't need that much. How are we doing over here? We're doing fine. They're consuming everything. Yeah, this is a lot better than our previous base. We need rounds over here. Are we not making rounds? What are we missing? Iron again. Well, we're about to remedy that. So we're getting some bioflux. That's good. Is this guy requesting bioflux? Not yet. We need a little bit of bioflux. Let's say we want 10. Again, we want to make these systems very small. We don't want to put a lot in there. We're also going to need 10 nutrients. I forgot to request that. There we go. Nice. Okay. Out of power. That is totally normal. So the next thing we need to do is create the power source. We're well on our way to sustainability and not needing more solar panels. I think what I would do, though, before I do that is probably put some more solar panels down. Do we have anything in here? We have solar panels, but let's see. He's here. Good. Let's drop some of these guys. Boom. We want to make sure we have tons of those guys. Actually, let's request them as well, so that we'll always have 50. All right, let's put some more power in. Again, we're not really ready to switch over to... what's the power source is basically a burnable power. We do need to start thinking about making some of those plants, though, because... Okay, good, I have a repair. Good. I probably need to make some more of those, though. Let's see. How many of those do I have? Repair kits. Oh, I have 25. That's plenty. There we go. I expanded it by 3. That should be good for now. Again, let's see how this is going. So we have some iron coming in now. That's good. That's really good. We got a lot of that stuff, actually, because we're going to need it. Our guys are basically empty. Now, this has to basically die before we can actually get the iron from it. That's fine. It shouldn't take that long for that to happen. Everything seems to be running pretty well. Everybody's got power. I mean, we've got bio power is what I'm kind of talking about. Let's pick up some iron just to speed the process up a little bit, because I'm worried about, again, those guys coming in and kind of wreaking havoc on our base because we don't have rounds. So let me just drop those real quick so that we can speed this process up a little bit. There we go. Also, I probably want to make... one of those towers. Where are those towers? I can't make one yet. Is that right? No, it's right here. We need concrete. That's right. So let's put another process over here. Concrete. We're going to need water for that. And I haven't even put the water in yet. I really want to do the water over here. You know what we should do is move this. It's really probably better way over here or even behind there. Let's pick this guy up. Let's put him back down. Now he's probably going to have to reset everything, which kind of stinks. But that's fine, I guess. Let's just put him right there. All right, so we moved that guy. Now I can, and let's move this as well. My little, can't move. That's interesting. Let's move this over to, I don't know, there. Just so I have a... All right, so it's time to start setting up water. Because I want to do... like, water about right there. Concrete, I mean. So let's get that set up. Again, we're going to copy our defenses. And then maybe we want concrete kind of back here. Well, we're going to need to leave a space then, that means. All right, concrete. All right, so let's set up a pump. Probably need 2 pumps, honestly. And eventually we're going to run out of stuff. We're going to have to go back to base, I think. We need what? Landfill? I don't understand. Why can't this build? Oh, okay. Let's just do it there then. That's fine. I don't care. Really what I want to do, though, is do it to here. There we go. Got water. Now, let's tell it we get some stuff and give some stuff. Copy, paste. Nice. We're out of inserters? Can't even make any. Need electronics. Oh, this is way too many. We want that much. What are you making of this? Oh, we have tons. Okay. There. We almost have way too much steel. In fact, let's stop the steel production now. Don't make any more steel. It's going to put 100 as well. I mean, they're going to have 100 steel inside here too. All right, there we go. A little bit more iron coming in. That's good. Again, this guy is going to be stealing a lot of it, so why don't we just put, let's put 75 in here. Can I do it? Yeah, there we go. I want to stop this thing up. This is too much. In fact, I only want like 100 steel. Can we just fill this? There we go. Now he won't keep going. There we go. Shut down. We don't want you taking more iron. All right, so over here, we're going to say, give me some of this. Again, I only want 10 for now because we're so lacking resources here. And then you're going to need brick. So the brick is going to be made over here would be good. We'll make another one of these guys. And we'll copy paste from here. All right, let's request a little bit of stone here. I mean, 50's fine. We have stone coming out of our butts. And then we don't need that much of this stuff, though. Let's make like 2 stacks max. And then we'll request a little bit over here. Again, we only need like 10. We don't want to make millions of everything. We just want to make just enough. No, it's right there. Okay, we don't need a whole stack. Okay, we just need like 10. There we go. All right, now we have concrete. So we're going to be able to make a heating tower soon. Looks like we're doing really well on nutrients and stuff. I'm really happy with that. And iron is building up. That's good. The iron ore. All of our forges are full. These are not going to be enough forges pretty soon here, though. That's right. On Volcanus, I really should bring some forges here. Those make ore very quickly. And there is a recipe for forge, for iron ore to plate. It's pretty fast, actually. It's pretty good. For now, this will be good. We don't need tons. We just need to back up, right? So what we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to make fuel. We need fuel to fuel our heating tower, and it consumes a lot of rocket fuel. Okay, a ton, like a lots. Let's go do this though. Oh, we got 20. Nice. Let's go expand this. So again, we need to expand our supply of all these things. You can see it's out, right? We got 3 trees going. Let's try to get, I don't know, 6 would be nice. I don't think we're going to get that many, but we will see. I've actually started working on that one already. Nice. And there we go. We got 2 more trees, but we're out of power. We just have a big system already going on. Really not great power. Really do need the fuel pretty soon here. Because the problem we're having right now is our bio stuff is degrading while we're just sitting around, right? So when you go off a line like that, it just degrades. So what we're going to need to do is make that fuel immediately. So why don't we change this to fuel? I don't think we need this guy really. We really need fuel. Are we getting enough nutrients? Yeah, we have tons of nutrients. Let's change this guy over to biofuel to fuel. That's this one. Right, because we're going to use that to make power. So now we're going to need water in here. This is where our second pump comes in. But we don't want it too close. Let's actually put it like down here. Oh, you can't turn this? There we go. Oh, no, you can't. Oh, actually, that would run perfectly behind this. So let's just run it. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. It's glorious. Boom, boom, and just do this, and boom, we have water. Okay, great. Now I just need bioflux, so let's say... Yeah, let's say we don't want this. That's for sure. And that's a lot of spoilage. Get rid of that. We want jelly and bioflux, right? So let's say we want nutrients. You always want nutrients. 10. This is a bioprocess. We want jelly, 10, because we don't want it to go to waste. And we want 10 bioflux, which I think we have. I think we have enough. Boom. Okay. We don't. We don't have enough. Why? We don't have enough mash. And that is because... Is this guy... No, these guys are fine. We've got plenty of that. We need more trees. Are you planting more trees, buddy? We should have 6 trees now, or 5? 5 trees. That's way better than 1. Remember when we only had 1? So this is a lot faster than what it was. Let's keep building, though. Let's go get some more of that stuff. The dirt or whatever. Oh, it went bad. Looks like we need more seeds. But that thing probably has all the seeds. What did I tell it? 10? I mean, it needs a lot of seeds, but how many does it have? It has no seeds. How come you don't have enough seeds? Oh, I have 2 seeds at least. Let's get some. We need more dirt. We need more dirt. And the mashing process gets you the seeds. And here, let's do this. There we go. And nutrients, let's help it out. There we go. And I don't need this. Put it in here. There we go. Bioflux. Ah, we're starting to get a little bit of it. That's good. We're using mash for a lot of stuff. Mostly nutrients. So that's why we're having a little bit of a problem there. All right, we got 10 more. Again, let's boost this up. That's going to give us 18. We should probably be able to get 2 more trees out of this. Now, the problem is going to be we don't have enough seeds. We probably don't have enough seeds. Let's just put this down. Nice. Yes. Okay, good, good, good. There we go. Now we have 7 spots, but just not enough seeds. Not enough of this stuff. Which is weird because you get a certain percentage of seeds, right? You'd think, is it because we're just processing all this stuff? Yeah. Okay. There's a seed. Nice, nice. It's going to take that over there. You know what? Why don't I take this by hand? There we go. Give it to the good buddy over here. That is just not enough, though. 3 plants is not enough. How many plants do you need to keep this going? It's a good question. I think we burned through the seeds because I only had 1 plant producing fruit at the time. Okay, we also should probably start doing some of this guy. Look at all the spoilage. It's probably because we had... I don't know what we had in there. Alright, this is looking pretty good. We're getting some fuel. The fuel at least does not degrade. So that's good. We can just put all this stuff into the heating tower. But we need a couple hundred fuel before we can start because it just takes so much. We're having problems again with not having enough of the Yakimo fruit. We're just not getting enough seeds too. We only have 2 plants. It's not, and we're asking for seeds to make the soil. Why don't we stop doing that for a little while? I think we have enough now. Let's just turn that off. And I'm gonna have to go get some more of those. And there's really nowhere to get them. Not naturally, at least. We just have to wait and see if we can get some more of these trees growing. What's this guy wanting? Okay, so now we're going to set up the copper one too. We just don't have what we need. Okay, now at least we're getting some iron. Where's this all going? To here? What other areas? Where else do we need iron? Why is it consuming so much iron? I feel like we don't need this much, man. Here, let's just take that. Because we got to build this. We got to do this right now. Okay, we're going to need... obviously, this, right? Nutrients. We're going to need flux. 10. We're going to need, what else? Oh, bacteria. But copper bacteria. 10. There we go. Nice. We're running out of... It looks like we're running out of nutrients. I didn't set that up yet. Let's set this up. We got to make this guy too. We want jelly over here. First, we want nutrients as always. Then we want jelly. Let's do 10 jelly. Again, we don't need that much. It should produce bacteria. And I guess this is so that you always have a little bacteria for your main process? I don't understand. We need flux as well. We don't have any flux? Why not? Oh, we need mash. Why don't we have mash? Because we don't have enough trees. Why? Why are the trees dying? 2 trees. We need more trees. I used up the seeds, man. I guess you need like 10, I guess, instead, you know, of that. All right, we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to need mash. We don't have any mash. We can't do this one yet. Let's do it anyway, I guess. 10. And 10 mash. And we're not going to be able to get that for sure. There we go. Okay. And what is this guy making? We need bioflux, and we can't get that. Okay. Well, it is what it is. At least we have iron, because jelly makes iron. Okay, so we need to find some other trees. I said I was going to do that when it's light outside. Let's hop in ye old tank over here. I don't really want to pick it up, because then I'll have to... Yeah, let's just back up and move it. And then we need to find some of these other things. Even if it costs us our lives. Actually, there's some jelly ones right there. That's funny. Wish we needed jelly. Jesus, it's everywhere. We need green, bro. Give me green. Ah, here's a green area. Does it have trees? That's what I want to know. No, why would it have trees? That's stupid. There's some more jelly fruit. I don't need that. More jelly fruit. More jelly. Hey, you guys, hey, do you need some jelly fruit? Reminds me of used car salesmen. Those salesmen. Hey, you need a discount on your internet? No. I need Giacomo plants. Alright, we're back. Be careful with the tank. Careful. This is close enough to the guns, it should be protected. Alright, let's drop all this stuff. Look at that, baby. We definitely should be getting seeds out of that. I just hope we can process them fast enough, because they will spoil and then we won't get seeds at all. Let's upgrade these guys because it looks like they can handle it. There we go. We need them to hurry up. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. So let's see if we got seeds now. What's this guy doing? He has no seeds, though. He's using every seed he can get his hands on. Let's see if that's enough. These guys should be picking up that stuff. Let me see. Well, they're not out of it yet. Oh, they have a ton. They have so much. Okay, why don't we extend this? We'll do it one more time. We need to process all this before it goes bad. There we go. All right, there we go. Plenty of processing going on. I told you we need a lot of this stuff. All right, that looks like enough, I hope. We got to process through all this fruit before it gets bad. And I think we're having an easy time. The problem is we don't need the mash, as much mash as we're generating. But what I want to make sure we do is get the seeds. I don't want this stuff to spoil. And that could be what was happening is it was spoiling, right? So, okay, I think we have everything we need now. Oh, fuel's building up. That's nice. Again, that never goes to waste. But what we need to do now is do the same thing we did over here. We need to do this, except I want to make sure that we do, not you, copper ore. And I think we do it this direction, right? Because they die in there. Okay. This is looking good. Yep, we got our setup going. I think we're good on iron and copper now. I think. You know what? Oh, we did. We made concrete. It's right there. How much concrete are we doing? Way too much. Let's stop it. We don't need that much. That could be where what it was doing is it was just overloaded. It was overfull. So now we can make. Let's go get some concrete. We have bazillions of it. We should be able to make one of these guys pretty soon. We just need heat pipes. Okay, let's get that. We need lots of steel. We have lots. Let's just make all of those. We're gonna need them. We need a lot of materials now. Wow, all the copper's getting used up, huh? For what? Oh, making rounds. Wait, how many rounds are we making? Oh, not that much. I want like 200 rounds probably. Let's just do 100. We really don't need that much. Surprised we're still making rounds though. That's kind of weird. How are we doing on this stuff? Okay, we're processing it pretty fast. It's got a pretty nice Oh, it's an hour. It has an hour timer, so that's plenty. That's great. And we're using all the mash we produce. Let's go check again one more time on our tree situation. Looks like these guys are doing well. Yeah, this process is going well. We got tons of iron ore. Looks like we got copper ore. That's good. All right, how you doing over here, buddy? He's managing 7 plants. All right, now we can probably request make some more soil. I want to keep building that up. We need mash. It's one of the biggest things we need. Let's get, again, 2 of these guys. We don't need that many. We don't want to be greedy. And a little bit of nutrients. Oh, no, we don't need any nutrients. Yeah, we do. We need nutrients as well. Let's get 10. And we should be able to make more of this stuff. There we go. We got 2 seeds. I think, there we go. Got 1 over there. One of them got taken off to be replanted, which is probably good. Obviously, we want to replant our plants. I really don't want to look for Yakumo dudes again. Yeah, we're getting low on this. That's good. There's another seed. Let me just grab it. No, they grabbed it. Are you making it? Did we get 2? No, we only have 1. I need to be really quick on grabbing the seed. We need 1 more seed. We need more of this dirt so we can make more trees. Just 1 more seed, guys. 1 more. Just give me 1 seed. There's 1. Okay. Oh, man, they keep stealing it. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay, we're making some. Nice. Okay, don't give me any more now. No more seeds. Let's go see if we can make another spot for more plants. I think we might need another tree harvester soon because I don't think we have more space. Oh, we got a little bit of space over here. Okay, well, I don't want it that big. Let's try to... Oh, it's perfect size. Nice. We have 1 more. Now we're up to 8. And they're actually... We have enough seeds for 8. Does he have any extra? Oh, good. Let's just take... Let's do that many. I don't want to take all the seeds. Let's get some more of this... some more of this thing. Let's just put the seeds directly in there. There we go. We should be able to do another couple trees now. That should get us at least 1 more spot for a tree. Boom. There we go. He has enough space too. There. We should have tons of this fruit now. That is 9 spots. Yep, that's the next thing we're going to do is set up the plant. We can probably put it over here or something like that. It doesn't take up much space. In fact, let's start prepping this area. There we go. We'll just put it like literally right here. And we need a little bit of water. We can pull it off that. Let's just do it. Well, we're going to need the boilers, right? I think I used 3, but let's just try 1. I don't know how many we're going to need. So, oh, we can make 1 now. Let's make a heating tower. And then we're going to need heat pipes. I think we need like at least 2. So let's get 1, I guess. What do we need for another one? Copper, mostly. Let's go get some of that. All right, so let's start setting this thing up. It does take a while to get up to speed anyway. We'll do it like right here. And then we'll run it up that direction, right? And we'll run the water right behind it. So let's get the heat piping. It'll just run that direction right there. We're going to need to request, right? We only need this, I believe. Yeah, that's it. And we're going to request the fuel rods, which again don't go bad, so it's totally fine if we don't have enough or whatever. Okay, let's get like 20. Should be good. Let's start filling that up. It'll start getting it ready. And then let's make 1 more heat pipe. I think that's enough to get 1 boiler going. Technically, I can connect it right there. But now we need a heat exchanger. We need 100 copper plate for that. 32. Okay, it's going to take a little bit to get this. We've been playing this a while, so this might be quite a long episode. But I think that's fine. I'll cut the boring parts. There probably are a lot. I think we got this going, though. Got the hang of this now. Pretty self-sustaining as far as the Yakumo tree or whatever it is. And that really was the key, is turning the mash into nutrients, because it was so hard to get nutrients before just using the spoilage. Let me see. We should have enough now for me to make 1 of these guys. Yeah, we only need 1. Again, for now, we'll see how many of these turbines we can run from this thing. So let's just pop it in right here. Right? And then we're going to get this guy in there. Yeah, that's fine. What we'll do is we'll do... That way I can run through it. There we go. Now we have water. But this guy has to build up to 1,000, I want to say. Yeah, he's got plenty of stuff. Are we making it fast enough? Probably not, to be fair. We are probably not making this fast enough. We don't have enough jelly? Oh, it might be because of this guy. No, we just need more fruit. Don't tell me we ran out of those trees. We had 5 spots for those, right? Maybe 5's not enough. Not self-sustaining. Got 5 trees going. We got a lot of seeds probably, right? Yeah, we got tons of seeds. So I think what I'm going to start doing is expanding this too. We need more jelly. So let me take some of these seeds, like 10, and make 50 of these other guys, and then we'll kind of figure out what we're doing from there. There we go. 50 should give us a lot more plants. Oh yeah, it's got a huge area too. That's really great for us. We're gonna need possibly landfill here first. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that already exists. Okay. So that's good to go. There we go. Let's do it up this way. There we go. Now we can do a lot more right there. That's almost double the production. Let's just keep going because we have so much more. In fact, I think we can do it 3 more times. Yes, yes. Now we're good. Now we got a lot. That's awesome. Let's go look at the other guy, see if we can help him out maybe. Yeah, he can keep up. Again, so that's what I'm going to be doing off camera pretty much. This episode's pretty much over. It's just kind of bolstering our tree production. The trees are running everything at this point. Just all we're doing is processing fruit, right? So we need it to the point where fruit is spoiling. We have so much of it, right? And we have a lot of backed up bacteria. That's probably something I'll work on too. Just expand our base so we're ready to move to the next level on Gleba. So if you got this far, please consider subscribing. I do these about once a week right now because I have a huge project coming up. And please hang out for that. It's going to be EverQuest related. I know if you play Factorio, you might not play EverQuest, but it's going to be really cool. I'd love for you to see it. And I will see you on the next one. Stay frosty.